Now, let's just consider what we've just seen in that tiny time frame when we try to break 2 tons of metal from maybe 100 or 120 kilometers per hour down to 0. From the moment you hit the brake pedal, it takes just nanoseconds for the pads to come into contact with the disc and for the friction forces to come into play. That generates energy. If we take a practical example, you're driving down the motorway 100 kilometers per hour, you have to do an emergency stop. That stop takes around 3 seconds. In that one brake application, we generate sufficient energy to boil 2 liters of water. And just think about it. That's enough to make 21 cups of tea. If we were now to look at the commercial vehicle, then that would generate sufficient energy to boil over 25 liters of water for 253 cups of tea in just 4 seconds. Essentially, you are relying on just a few centimeters of friction material to do all this. That's why it is so important you have the right friction material. At TMD Friction, our materials contain up to 20 individual compounds. Why 20? Because we need to cover for all the different applications and environments the brake will operate in. We also have to take into consideration fuel efficiency, noise, and wear and tear on the components of the brake system. We also expect that the vehicle will brake in a straight line, regardless of speed and also weather conditions. Be that 20 degrees below in the Arctic Circle or in a country where your bonnet is hot enough to fry an egg, you need consistent performance from your brake system, or trouble could be just around the corner. We're all familiar with the ECE R90 regulations. These are a very basic set of tests based on so-called normal conditions. In reality, are there such things as normal conditions? For instance, take this normal family car, but then we add mum and dad, 2.2 kids, the dog, luggage, bicycle, tent. Overall, there's a significant increase in the vehicle weight. But using TMD friction materials, you won't notice the difference.